I've been going for a very long time today. So, I tried to play Kerbal a little bit earlier today, guys, and it just freaking didn't cooperate with me. I ended up having to recover the SSTO, the pad, the crane, everything. After I fueled it, the payload vehicle got damaged. It was just, no Kerbals got killed or anything, but pad really wasn't cooperating with me, I'll be honest. And that brings me to the next thing when we get into Kerbal. Maybe we should look into, the horizontal SSTO stuff. So that's kind of what I want to go mess with in KSP. So we're going to be messing in engineering mode for a little while tonight. And we'll go from there. Let's take a look and see what we got. I forgot the exact video, but there's one out there that goes over a lift of the largest stellar objects, and then the last one is your mom. That's nice. Well, no launch pad. Yeah, the horizontal takeoff SSTO, the runway is the launch pad. So when is EJ gonna buy one of the Berens that's rusting away? Yeah, that's probably not. It's probably not gonna happen. All right, AP. See you, buddy. Nice, 2020. There you go. Cool. Yeah, that's right, Fazil. You just need to con Skull. Good luck getting it. Ah, good math, Jack. They did the math. Alright, so we're gonna go into engineering mode here. I want to show you guys this thing. You guys tell, and I want to see what it does. I want to fly it and see what it does. You guys tell me if you like it or not.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Whoa, I've had 7-month sub anniversaries. 49-month resub from Captain Crash. Thanks, man. They did, Dagon. Yep. Hey, G-Core. What's up, dude? Added a new centerpiece to your sticker window. Let me see, G-Core. Hell yeah, man. IMSA. NASA. No step on snack. Nice. Oh, that's awesome, man. Alright. Here. Let's take a look. Ooh. We could make some upgrades and modifications here, but I wanted to show you guys this thing. Check this out. A giant starfighter. So this is the Enterprise SSTO. This thing... Watch. See if I remember how to fly this friggin' thing. Didn't they integrate okay, I already got that. Yeah, chat's going slow. Okay, cool. Watch this. What powers it? Rapier engines.
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Watch, Kaylee. Does it have an APU? Because if I recall correctly, rapiers don't generate power. No, it doesn't. Watch this. We made this a long time ago, so if you're wondering, what I've been messing with mostly, guys, in the past, like over the past couple of months, is vertical takeoff and horizontal landing. So stuff like the X-33, Venture Star, stuff like that. This thing is a little bit different. The reason why this is a little bit different is because this is a horizontal takeoff, horizontal landing SSTO. This thing is nuts. Watch this. Testing for potential purchase. Stand by. This is an analog of a near-future technology called Skylon. Skylon is a plane that basically takes off and flies all the way into space with a hybrid jet rocket engine called the Sabre engine. These are the Kerbal analogs of that called the Rapier engine. Watch this. No. We're gonna have to go right to ludicrous speed. Now hear this. Ludicrous speed. Go! What have I done? My brains are going into my feet. This is the engineering mode save, it's just junk. I want you guys to see it, Copper. I'm debating just switching over to using this. I've proven pretty well that you can use a pad over and over again. But I really want to get the space program going, so I'm just kind of showing this thing off to see how people kind of gauge on it, see if people like it. And then the Rapier engine goes into closed cycle mode. Hang on to your butts. I haven't flown in a while, Luiso. Get off my case, man. And we have Miko confirmed. Oh yeah, well, we wouldn't buy this exact thing. I would redo this. I'd have to redo a lot of stuff on it to make it for mission mode, but not too much. There we go. F11, Kaylee. If I did a clean room rebuild of this, yeah, I mean, probably one that doesn't have freaking SAS in the... that doesn't have SAS in the freaking engine to sell. Yeah, that'd probably be better. Like, there's stuff that needs to be redone on this. And probably what we should have done to begin with. I wasn't even close to unlocking rapiers. I'm close to unlocking them now. Fractal, gifted a sub to Kaylee. Thank you. Kaylee, you got a sub. So what weight was the payload that we put in here? Exact, well, not exact, but 18 tons. Pretty much what the big one can do. Yeah, Luiso, I probably would do that concept that you were floating around a long time ago, dude. I love it, but all your programs integration, in all your programs integration is part. Integration is the one killing fun. This, Orion, all this needs is a crane and fuel. Yeah, those are arrow spikes in there, dudes. Yeah, there you go, Louisa. And there you have it. 18 tons into space, no problem. Would it not be better to have more efficient ohms engines? 340-second specific impulse for 1 ton is... yeah, that... Yeah, no? MGB, this is from way back in the day, dude. Yeah, making history is when I built this thing. Can we still fly Big Chungus? This does exactly what Big Chungus does, and it's way simpler. I don't know, man, maybe. Are you brushing it off for the career game? I'm kind of sizing it up right now, MGB. You know? More complicated tech makes for simpler designs operations. That's right, Rocket. The arrow UI is from the debug menu. Physics, arrow, display arrow UI. It's all stock, Haley. Well, this is the small Learjet version, twitching, if you really wanted to know. No, we made the thick monk. I think this would be better since it would mean not recovering a pad all the time. Can we add stipulation? Well, this still needs ground servicing equipment, man. It needs a place, it needs a home, it needs... You still need all the stuff. It's not like we just place this on the runway, you know? Yeah, Juicebot, that's kind of what I'm thinking, man. This would just... Like, dude, you guys know I'm not one to take the easy way out, but... Yep, no gliding approach. No, it lands like an airplane, Mile. Plenty of fuel left over. I mean, this thing... We have... Yeah, lots of liquid fuel and oxidizer left over. I could update this thing. I mean, look at how much LFO we have left over, Pilch. This thing could move probably 36 into space, no problem. Hit me up, Hayes. What are you talking about? Yeah, Shex. Like I said, probably make a better version of this nowadays. I mean, not that this one is bad, but this thing, I mean, this thing's pretty rad. This thing's pretty cool. Watch this thing come back down. It's pretty neat. Yeah, maybe, Pilch. This thing can take an orange tank to Leo, guys. I'm pretty damn sure it can. It's not that I want to get rid of Jevstar. I love that thing. I worked so hard on that damn arrow shell, but... No, I haven't unlocked them yet. Gemstar is just so damn cool, Black. Yeah, Gailey, I hear ya. Like, can you imagine if we gave this thing a robotic arm in mission mode? And it could just take stuff in and out of the payload bay up here, like... How many parts is this thing like it is?
Discovery, go at throttle up.
You imagine if we used a robotic arm in the K-33, but the K-33... What robotic arm, Rocket Guy? It would be, there would be... The K-33 can't get that far into space, man. It's not reliable enough, Dagon. It needs a structural refit. Oh, the big boy. No, the big boy can go really far into space. But you know, what does this thing do that the big boy doesn't? Thing is just so damn easy to fly. And that's the reason why we never used this thing in the first place. It's too easy. It's too freaking easy. Are you going to land at KSC? Where else would I be landing? In the middle of the desert. Yeah, I see that, Louisa. We could use the... Yeah, actually, Buck, we could use the small one and we could use this, too. This for the cargo. I'm not against something like that, dude, to be honest with you. Actually, that's a really good idea. Just my opinion, but at this point I have zero doubt you could build and operate super cool ways to get off Kerbin, and would love to see some of the stuff you can really build in deep space. That's kind of the vibe that I'm getting, Jacob, from you guys. And frankly, it kind of... like... I want to get out and start engineering stuff for space. I've been basically... like, wait, what month is it? It's October. For like 6 or 7 months out of this year, I've been engineering rockets, and then like for like 3 or 4 months, we've had operational vehicles. Like, I want to, dude. You know what? That's actually what I was thinking, dude. Is a good idea. Keep the small one for crew, for just crew, and then use this for the heavy lifting. What does this thing cost? Nothing. We don't have these engines unlocked. I would need a payload integration facility, a payload changeout facility, but... maybe, Jack, yeah. Ground anchors don't solve the same problem as the big parts do on the pad, Hellfish. Didn't you make one for this already? Yeah, but it doesn't use my modern crane technology, Dish. I would use... wait, we could use the K-33's gantry. And just... we could just... yeah. Okay. Yeah, just literally have the K-33 at the launch pad right there, and then if we want this thing to have payload, we just tow it over there and use the friggin' crane. I thought that was the thought all along. Well, not with this thing. I'm gonna need speed brake controls. This thing handles like poo-poo during re-entry. Yeah, it'll fit. Need to be able to trim this out a little bit better during hypersonics, but well, I don't know, dude. Jack, it's not about a vote. It's about I have the say over the engineering. You guys chose the architecture. I technically can just say the big one is shelved, and we could just grind out the science for this. Yeah, you're right, Rocket Guy. It sucked, man. Clip? Paralicious? What are you talking about? I watched it. Well, we wouldn't stop using the small one, Rocket Guy, but then again, I really want that big one to work. And I'll admit, bringing this back down isn't nearly as cool. Yeah, that's true, Rocket. Could the wings really support that entire engine cluster? Mm-hmm. Sure. Why not? I mean, I might be able to scale this up. It would be tough to make a bigger payload bay, but we could scale it. But it has canards. Well, my version doesn't. I did, Buck, yeah. Mm-hmm. But Thick Monk was really only designed for crew, to move crew into space. And Luizo, that's the exact reason why I didn't want to use Enterprise at all. It's too freaking easy, man. Alright, Rivian. Good night. It's too easy, dude. We could use this to build mega structures and go to other planets. Is the SCRV design option on the table? Half and half, Shady. I'm kind of with you on that, Toothless. This is the problem I was basically trying to solve with the, Uh-oh, amateur mistake. Oh, amateur mistake on my part. Ugh. Bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. Man, what are the brakes made out of on this thing? Easy. I brought it up at 18 tons up and down in one shot. I did it in 45 minutes with time warps. Yeah, weather guy, right? I thought that was 9 tons. 18 tons up and down, rocket guy, from this thing. It's a really good vehicle. Orange tank is 36. Here, let's see if it, we'll see if it goes 36. Why not? Something like that, Shady. But yeah, like I said, this is too easy. It's freaking so simple. We don't have rapiers unlocked, Rocket Guy. $1.5 mil because I had to recover my entire launch pad after it broke this afternoon, dude. Yeah, twitching, I know. Here, you guys really want to stress test this thing? No K drives in this thing. We have the rapier. Yeah, Talon, you're not wrong. How long would it take you to design a more updated version of this? A month? Yeah, it needs canards because the nose. You're right. Yeah, I like that Loomis though. Miko confirmed. Well, it can already use the small SSTO's integration crane element. I could make a hangar, a storage facility, integration, whatever. I could basically take the small SSTO's pad, take the launch box, take the robotics off, and just basically make this thing be able to just go up the ramp, set itself down, level it, crane on, done. It'd be really freaking easy. And instead of the launch pad on one side, you just literally put another ramp on the other side. So it rolls up, rolls down the other side, man. Well, we'd still need something to be able to line stuff up, Shady, and I want, like a place to store it, but yeah. This thing is a monster. I basically would need a hangar for it. Does it have a port for refueling? Yeah. Probably don't need a ramp. I need something to be able to line it up, but yeah, maybe not. Who knows? It already has one, aren't you? It can do 36 tons polar, guys. I mean, you can easily put 36 tons into space. That's what I mean. This thing is way too easy. Dude, I basically built this thing and it was so damn good that I stopped. Because this would have gotten boring. But then again... Yeah, Shady, that's true. Yeah, but we can also shift the challenges somewhere else, Buck. We can get back to doing station building. Do you think NASA could have actually pulled off the Venus flyby missions? Pulled off the Venus flyby missions. Oh, Apollo. Yeah. Yeah, sure, why not? We could always just bring the big one back if you get bored of it. That's very true. Trips around Venus be a headache with the life support loan. Why would they propose it if they didn't think they could do it, Nuggets? We're talking about 1960s NASA. They could have gotten it done. Yeah, obviously. I don't know. I'd have to go look at the price tag. But here, let's go back. Let's see what we got. Enterprise costs $200K. Well, here. I mean, I could always clean sheet the sucker. So what's my rule? Times it by 2 and then round up to the nearest hundredth. So this thing would be... So it's 197 in this form, right? Oh... Yeah, maybe I should rebuild. I should rebuild it, Shady. Yeah, it'd be 400K. I mean, alright, let's... How far am I from unlocking the Rapier engines? That'd be fun, Hellfish. So we're back in mission mode here. We have 365 science. Even if you don't unlock rapiers, because it'll make it more difficult. That would have been nice, Elfish. Design an enterprise SSDO without rapiers. Clean sheet. So we're a little over a third of the way there to unlocking that. I didn't do my time warps for the day, so...
Discovery, go at throttle up.
Yo, Blood Fam, what's up, man? I'm moving to Wisconsin. God help you. Yeah. Do you have any hypersonic engines? Yeah, we have the Whiplash. 2 hours later, and my dad and I got into the climate control fan resistor, replaced everything. Oh, cool, Sneaky. Is the SSDO really worthwhile for the path we are going down? Is Constellation a better option? I want to stick with SSDOs, RJ. I personally thought Constellation was a better idea. Nice, Sneaky. I still must voice my vote of dissension for moving to Skylon. No, Dagon, they don't have TAC life support in here just yet. Hey, it's Mick. What's going on? So we get about 25 science every 8 days with that thing. And we have 400 science. Yeah, that's gonna take a while to grind that out. $75 days of time warp. 75 days in game, right? Or 75 days in... Sorry, Rock guys, it's getting late. I've been going for about 12 hours today. Already. Yeah, man, it's not... That's gonna take a while. 75 days in game. We have a little bit of a conundrum, don't we, chat? No nerver in the center checker. There's an arrow spike in there. I worked so damn hard on this freaking thing. I know, Entropy, me too. So do I, Ismic. Really? I really do, dude. It's not, though, Buck. With this thing, it actually is the vehicle. That's why I'm like... No, Shady. This thing is not really designed to do that. This has a structural design flaw with it, dudes. It looks amazing. This is one of the coolest vehicles I think we've ever made, but it can take off horizontally, though. No, it can't, Shady. It actually can't. Your center of mass is too far forward. I don't know why you'd do that, Blood Fam. Well, I know the reason, but yeah, good luck, dude. You have done it, question mark? Yeah, if you trim the body flap, I guess, and then with the rapiers, I suppose. Or not the rapiers, with the shuttle engines, but... Yeah, I got you, Blood Fam. See, the thing is, guys, is that this thing is already... It's already 700 parts, man. And it's on a huge frigging launch pad. Yeah, Rocket Guy, gotcha. It can move 20 tons into orbit, Kaylee. See, Rocket Guy, what I was thinking is that we could work on building out the DSN and then do some small crew rotations with the small SSTO and use that thing for crew launches, right? The small boy. And then get Enterprise working with the K-33. And if, you know what, then if we get bored or we need a little more muscle, we could always reactivate the Jebstar program. But the SSTO program has left me like 7 to 8 mil in the hole, dudes. Kinda sucks. Well, we should have the big dishes unlocked. I'm pretty sure we do. Well, you are teaching us about space programs. Maybe we could maybe we'll just make SCRV for the big one and call it a day. SCRV could move way more than 36 tons if I engineer it right, and I know I will engineer it right. SCRV is inevitable. Wouldn't that thing would be something else, dude. This is engineering mode is my sandbox save, Kaylee. Mission mode is the one where it counts. Rocky, what are you saying? It is definitely a predicament. My thought is we should... Your thought is we should just straight up buy and not upgrade Enterprise and use it, or just continue with Jebstar and the K-33 and get it operating. Switching vehicles is never as easy as, okay, just switch, even with existing pad infrastructure. And that makes less sense if we want to just redesign the thing we know that works already. You're right. He's correct, guys. Don't ask. Yeah, Megas. Then there's the double Enterprise. There's this thing. Notice for the static fire. I missed the Grissom, damn it. Okay, Thomas, we're gonna have to flip the schedule around. This is 2 Enterprise hulls next to each other with passenger bays. This was like my 747 that's designed to fly into space. This thing's a tank, dude. It's an awesome vehicle. Which engines? Raptor engines, Kaylee. It has a full set of Raptors installed on it. This thing was thick. Are you not going to cover OneWeb at 5 a.m.? Oh. Of course, Raptors, but vacuum or sea level. Does it matter? I'm pretty sure it's the sea level ones, but they can fire the Vactors down here. But I know it has Vactors installed, but I'm pretty sure it's just the sea level ones. Do you guys want me to cover the OneWeb launch at 5:40? I'll be honest with you. If I do that, I'm going to bed now, and I'll wake up, cover the launch, and then I have some other stuff that I need to get done, and then I'll come back and just do regular streams. Just start engineering our new SSTO until the launch, LOL. No, we only see about 4 seconds of the Soyuz anyway. Just cover it on Space News? Okay. Why not use the traditional rockets you already designed in mission mode as an interim solution? SSDO is what chat wants me to make. And then I think I designed... That is what I was suggesting earlier. It seems like the thing keeping Jebstar down is funding to develop and test, so we could speed up the process and pay for a single Jebstar launch in full so we can make corrections and afford a qualification flight. So the downtime would vary, but it could help speed it along. Oh yeah, this thing. Yeah, there's this thing. It's ridiculous. Ridiculously awesome. Why did I think that would work? It's not the right shape. It's an SSTO with a fairing attached to the top toothless. Did you upload the updated Grissom to Kerbal X? I don't think I did, lols. It's an SSTO, Mile. Vertical takeoff SSTO with just a payload fairing at the top. Payload fairing opens, you deploy the payload, this thing comes down and re-enters and lands vertically. Are there wheels on that thing? No. Megas, is this what you wanted? It is pretty rad. It's an updated Grissom. Yes, this is what you wanted. This is the one that I did a detail pass on, man, and I made this thing. Yeah, I made it look a lot cooler. I don't think it's completely finished, but it's close. And it has robotic arms on it. On it, 2 of them. What's the vacuum delta V? It's freaking cool looking. And the ring arms were really, really cool. See, we can get back to doing this stuff, guys. We can get back to doing it. Why did we stop? I want this. We stopped, dude. We stopped, dude, because I wanted the challenge of building out the launch pads in GSE and stuff. And also, I was launching like a shuttle every day, refueling Grissoms and sending the Grissoms, and people were getting bored of it. That's what I'm like super afraid of, guys, that stuff's gonna get boring. But then again, it's getting boring watching me integrate stuff all day too. Like, I know that. Mission mode is designed to fix that problem. Scoby, Negus, yeah. How the heck do you get that into orbit? You point it up and you fire the engines, and then fly it just like a rocket into space. It's a vertical takeoff SSTO, guys. Yep. See, but you know what I should do? I should give this thing EDL capability. It's never gonna happen. Oh yeah, rocket guy, right? Entry, descent, and landing checkered. Coming back down. What doing? Playing Kerbal. What you doing? The platypus. Yeah, Dagon. The massive manual doors. Those were pretty rad, weren't they? Well, this definitely has given me some stuff to ponder, huh? No, Jack. What the heck is this? Deep Space Interplanetary Lander and Cargo Hauler. You can fly this to Duna. These retro engines turn downwards and the thing VTOLs, and there's a cargo bay in the center. It can carry that into space. I thought you were designing a new SSTO. John, do you just make up things that you think I said? And then just say, oh, I thought you were going to do this. I'm not designing anything. I'm looking at a different, a past SSTO designs, dude. Well, I was going to give this manual doors at some point. No, I've been AFK. It's all good, man. This would need manual payload bay doors down here, Megas. Yes, the big one! Blood. What's that? It's the Donager. MCRN. That's the Holy Grail! This thing is a beast, dude. Looks so easy. Why have I not seen this stream before? Pseudo, I don't advertise, I don't do that. I just kind of keep to myself and build ridiculous things. 7 years ago, did you stream KSP? Pseudocom, I've been streaming KSP since December of 2012. Yeah, it's probably me. If that thing doesn't explode when immediately taken out of the hangar, I'll be amazed. I've never made an exact replica of SERV. Blow their minds, bust out the Hawking drive, the Nautilus. The Nautilus. It's a past build combat gem, but it is a nice, it's a nice vehicle. You could use it. It's pretty good. Oh yeah, I did put it backwards, huh? Remember I made this thing in like one stream. Anyway, what do you guys think? Like, I don't know. I don't want to get rid of the frickin' Jebstar. I frickin' love that thing. You know what? Maybe I just needed to put it in perspective or something. Thanks, Dagon. I could give it a shot, Jacob. I need some structural fixes, dude. I could work on those tomorrow for early hours. Or we could just say, screw it, keep using Jebstar, and then operate Enterprise out of the desert. But I'll be honest, all that's going to do is just make me use Jebstar. Like, that's gonna make me not want to use Jebstar. That's it. I don't want. I don't need to. Yay. You guys remember this thing? We still need the science, indeed. Which one is Enterprise? I'll show you.
Discovery, go and throttle up.
Tipsy! What's up, buddy? This is Enterprise. That was the NX-33, Kaylee. There's always... It's such a bad idea. That would take me to the end of the year to get right. Such a bad idea. Ah, that's stock in the last version of Kerbal, Ian. Yeah. It's such a bad idea. I've never tried to make this thing before, Megas. Not that particular one, dude. At least I don't think. That would be tough to make, but I could make it. It would take a long frigging time. And it would be thousands of parts. It would just be the same exact problem. The Boeing 2707 is what I made, Megas, I think. The K90 would be the closest thing to the Star Raker that we've made. The Phantom Express thing doesn't work anymore, Ryan, and it's a 2-stage to orbit, so I don't want to make it. This thing is pretty freaking cool. But you guys understand that even if we started SERV right now, it would put us back in development. We're so damn close, dude. What's SERV? SERV is a single stage to orbit design that was proposed by Chrysler. So the idea is it's just a pod-shaped first stage. Flies all the way up into space. It has a huge shuttle-sized payload bay inside, 23 by 60, which actually that's bigger than the shuttle. That's bigger. That's like 4 meters wide, 4-meter wide payload bay. Like 4 meters by 15 meters or something. And then the top opens up. There's a front nose cone that opens. And stuff can dock and undock inside of the payload bay, etc., etc. Or you could put a little thing on the top right there. It lands with turbojets. Yeah. SERV is a little nuts. Nah, the more and more I think about this, guys, the more and more I think we should just push through. I'll tell you what. If those SSTO, if the SSTO program isn't operating correctly by the end of the year, we'll switch to Enterprise. I think that's very fair and very reasonable, don't you? My thing is, like, here's what I keep turning over in my head, though. I'll be honest with you. The big SSTO is like 600 parts by itself, all right? You need all that extra oomph to lug it up into space and lug the arrow shell and everything up into space. That's cool, right? It's cool and it flies realistically, right? It's a more realistic thing, okay? Enterprise can move almost the exact same thing into space, and it's not 600 parts. It's 100 parts. You know? It's 100 parts. It's nothing. It's nothing. It's not anything. It really isn't. It doesn't. It's nothing. I could move payloads way faster into space with that thing, but we don't even have Rapier engines unlocked. But we could just keep using the small SSTO and just rename the K-33 to Jebstar and just kind of go from there and use that and the Enterprise. Use Enterprise for unmanned stuff. Or I could just stop being a wimp about it and just fix the big SSTO and get that flying operationally. Yeah. I'm going to fix the big SSTO tomorrow, and then we're going to fly it. I want that thing working. I've worked... guys, at the end of the day, it's like a similar thing going with SLS. You know, you've put so much time... I put so much time into it. I put like the last 3 months into that thing. I mean, that and Route 154, but that's another story. Let's get it working. And before we write it off as being really difficult to use, etc., you know, let's get it operational. Let's actually put the thing on operational missions first. I'm gonna make the jump right to it, and I will basically tomorrow. We'll just use the big one. We'll use the big boy. I gotta fix it though, so I'll fix it during early hours. We'll do space news, and then we'll put it together for after hours. If so, I basically have enough cash to put the entire small SSTO and pad back out if something does go wrong, and we'll go from there. Yeah, pretty much, King. But even then, even if I do get the thing operationally working, guys, I still have to figure out a way to put payload in and out of that thing. We still have to figure out a way to get stuff in. We have to figure out a way to get stuff out. I have to build a crane for the thing. It won't fit in the crane that we already have. Nah, Christian, I don't want to do that. Yeah, giving it till the end of the year is fine. It's also 600k versus 200k. Yeah, that's the other thing. No, I'm not taking any more money for the SSTO. I'm already we're like 8 million deep into that project. At that point, we test your scalable GSE design. Well, Rocket Guy, the SSTO has a pad that works. It has a pad that works. And it is reintegratable, and it doesn't drift very much. For whatever reason, the big pad doesn't drift as much. I really broke the mold when I made that thing. But, you know, we have a 600-part SSTO, a 900-part pad, and then like a 150-part payload. And the time it takes to integrate and put the payload into the big SSTO, I could have flown a mission with Enterprise and landed. That's like what I'm tallying out in my head, dude.
Discovery.
But it goes back to this. Thing. I don't have. I don't have rapiers. So why don't I just keep using the big SSTO, right? We'll do the lunar missions with the dang thing. At this rate, the rapier, we should unlock rapiers by the end of the year. And then at the end of the year, we switch to Enterprise. We'll use the Jebstar as a stepping stone design. You like that one, Jacob? You think that works? Jesse! Huggles, what's going on? What do you think, guys? Yeah, Smirks, there you go. So the time is the driver? I guess that is something to decide. Is the whole time aspect really important for the career mode? If so, that is a quantifiable measure of effectiveness, MOE, that any design should reflect to achieve. I mean, Rocket Guy, that big SSDO is cool, man. I love that thing. It's 1,600 parts, 1,800 with a usable payload. I have to outfit all the systems on its payload bay. It has no payload integration mechanism inside. I have to figure that one out. And yeah, that's pretty much, it pretty much could just be a docking port, but then I need ways to line it up, etc., etc. There's a whole bunch of stuff there. I'm going to power through. I'm going to power through it. We're going to fix it. We're going to get that operational, and we're going to see. Yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan. Yep. Every once in a while, guys, I need to check myself before we wreck our SSTO. I already did that. I won't have the Rapier engines unlocked, Megas. Even if I play Kerbal every day, still we won't have them unlocked. Wasn't it tough to get it into space? On the contrary, Magi, it made it right up into space with 20 tons, no problem. It's literally touchdown. It goes through EDL like a champion, except for the L part. I always touch down, the thing always breaks. I can fix that though. We have the fix for that. Yarg helped me with the fix for it. It's just a little minor case of structurally redesigning the entire thing. But I know exactly what I need to change, so it won't really take me that long. Yeah, Megas, that's what I mean. See, we're kind of... Yeah, the course of action is to just keep going with the big one. Keep going with the big one. We got to push for the big one. That's the right move. Yep, cool. Sometimes I just need to check, make sure that I'm on the right path. That's the right move, dudes. No, sorry. I was asking if time was really a factor in choice, assuming it is working. Part count difference. No, sorry. I was asking if time is really a factor in choice, assuming that it is working. Yeah, Rocket Guy. I mean, I can stage missions a lot faster with Enterprise. We can stage missions a lot faster. Time on the ground, time spent on the ground is a lot less than the other SSTO. In more ways than one. Time spent on the ground is less even if both systems were working in real time. And time on the ground is obviously less with Enterprise because it's 180 parts, give or take, and the other one is 600, you know what I mean? It's just, yeah. Regardless, even if both of the systems worked well in real time, there's more processes and more steps to getting that big SSTO refueled and ready to go. Like, is the time lag due to part count really something to take into account? That's the other thing, Rocket Guy. I don't know. I'd have to build out the rest of the big SSTO's GSE. Shouldn't take very long, but I still got to do it. That's the Star Raker, John. Yeah, C5 based SSTO. That's Lockheed's Star Raker, dude. We were looking at that a second ago. Yeah. Well, I guess, Rocket Guy, I'll have to get a quantifiable time. Enterprise, I remember it took me 15 minutes to put a payload in that thing, and that was without robotics. That was using landing gear to drive up and around, you know? So, it took me 15 minutes. Yeah. That and a refuel doesn't take very long, and just, you're good to go again. So, I know 15 minutes is how long it would take me to car insurance now. 15 minutes is how long it would take me to tow that big SSTO just off the runway back to the pad, let alone putting a new payload in, taking an old payload out. Integration. Because you have that 1,000-part freaking pad, dude. With 1,000 parts leeway with Enterprise, I could have its hangar, I could have its refueling equipment, I could have payload staging operations, payload changeout rooms. We could... God, I really need to push for that stupid thing. Yeah, I'm going to push and get Jebstar operational, and then we'll use it. We'll use it, and our reward for getting that thing up and running and vindicating that whole design is when Rapiers get unlocked, we'll design a new Enterprise. So due to Rapier lack, Jebstar to Enterprise. I agree. That's the plan. That's the plan that we're going to roll out. That's a good idea. Yeah, that's basically what we got to do. All right, and that starts with I have to redesign structurally redesign the big SSTO tomorrow. How much science do we need? 600. I'm fine with this. I think that's the right course of action. Yeah, it's the right move. Okay. So tomorrow, starting at noon, we're gonna fire up Kerbal. I'm gonna fire up Kerbal right away, and we're gonna do the structural changes to the SSTO. I'll load it down with all the missions that we have here. Let's take a look. I agree with this course of action, but thoughts on your last? That's one of the things I don't understand about this issue with Too Easy. If someone presented NASA with the design with the ease of use that Enterprise had, would NASA really go, no, 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 no. That's much too easy. We need harder, more complicated craft. Well, that's... I mean, knowing me, I'll just shift the difficulty to a project on orbit, Buck, like building a new space station. Or maybe we decide to, you know, build in, you know, bigger LTVs, bigger lunar transfer vehicles. You know? I have something for you that you might like. Future military helicopter Defiant X flight test program continues. Alright, I gotta check the missions for KSP. Either way, if I build out an Enterprise though, I'm probably not gonna stop using the K-33 just because it's a really good system. I really like that thing. Alright, what's this? Dude, when I was at YGBSM's house in Inland Empire in California, we heard one of these fly over. I crap you not. That's the noise that it makes. Dude, that's exactly what we heard. It sounded like a helicopter, and then it made that noise. Yeah. I gotta, yo, save this link. I gotta show this to YGBSM. I literally heard one of these flying around Los Angeles, like, 2 weeks ago. It made that exact noise. Also note that that jet that's flying with it, that jet has no flaps down, no landing gear down. It's just flying, and the helicopter is matching its speed. That's really cool. Anyway, let's go back over here. Did it have the drum track too? I think we were listening to music in the garage dish, so yes. Alright. So we have that double Minmus contract that we can throw onto the big one. And anything else? Like, position a satellite in a specific orbit around the moon. Position a satellite in a polar orbit around Kerbin. Did you time warp? Today I did. Higher res video of the Defiant. So cool.
True airspeed as a level flight speed that we've achieved. We're going to focus on some other things, maybe doing some Army missions, doing some more load factor.
Dude, did you see all the developmental equipment they had in their dish? Look at that thing. That thing's wired up like a freaking Christmas tree. Look at all the developmental equipment they have in that thing. Holy balls, dude. It's everywhere.
Some other things, maybe doing some Army missions, doing some more load factor.
Oh, that's so cool. That's crazy. What an awesome piece of equipment. 247 knot level flight speed for a chopper, though. Yeah, that's pretty damn good, dude. All right. What do we have here? Minmus? Take seismic readings on the Alpha site. Wow, that's actually a pretty good contract. We need a hopper. All right. Well, let's get that ready for tomorrow, guys. I've been going for 11 hours total today. I'm well, actually, it's more like 10. But when will we get a supersonic heli? Retreating blade stall makes that really, really tough to accomplish. All right. So that's gonna do it for KSP, dudes. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the NS-18 launch today, and that's what our goal is tomorrow. We'll fire up Kerbal sometime in the afternoon, and we're going to play Kerbal first because of Starship testing. Starship testing should begin just on the basically the latter side of Space News, and I want to see those engines go off, and I know you do too. We should get a static fire for SN20 tomorrow, so what the schedule's gonna look like is Kerbal basically around noontime, 1 o'clock. Somewhere around there. Should I tell you? Yeah. I'm going to do a bad. I was thinking about going to the junkyard tomorrow and looking for parts for Tough Enough before the stream. So start time at 4 p.m.? No. No. Can you stream it maybe? I might be able to do a little bit of a phone stream. Nice, John. If they allow it in the junkyard, if they allow it in the junkyard, sure. I'll ask. I'll ask them. I don't know. I haven't been down to this place before. I'm not gonna say where I'm going. Just because I don't want people picking stuff off the truck. No, there's a couple of junkyards around, a couple of them that have 9th gens. So I'm gonna go see what I can find. I'll ask them when I get there. We'll see what we can do. But yeah, that's what I wanted to do in the morning. I've been getting up early because Route 154 basically reset my sleep schedule. That's the other reason why I'm having trouble adjusting back to the stream. Because during Route 154, I was waking up at 9 and going to bed at like 11. You know, now my day's, like the day went back to starting at noon, so it's all screwed up. Delta 4 CBC with the EUS and a Delta 4 common booster with an EUS. What's Lavi up to? What's she doing? A Delta 4 CBC with the EUS and Shuttle S support. Heat. Cool design. Heat. You couldn't cluster that many of those things together, dude. They would melt each other. All the nozzles would melt each other. It looks amazing, though. I'll admit, that is a really cool looking rocket. Hey, that's my damn crane. Lavi stole my damn crane. Anyway. Alright, guys. Let's see who we can raid. Our crane, comrade. Cranes are good. Opinion on the Bargazins. I don't know what that means. Oh, Taradra's just starting up. Let's go see what he's up to. Let's see what Taradra's up to. Hey, there he is. He's playing more Minecraft. Guys, I'll talk to you tomorrow, maybe a little bit earlier if I can wake up. I should be able to wake up on time and drive down there. And then, yeah, we should